I'm Michelle from Pocket of Pretty. Have you noticed that there's a lot of drama on social media lately? If you haven't noticed, you're not on social media. So how can we have peace when we are on Facebook or whatever social media site you use? Number one, let go of the thought that everyone has to have the same opinion. It would be a really boring place if everybody thought the same. If I'm a really big fan of Dolly Parton and you're a really big fan of Metallica, guess what? That doesn't make one of us right. It simply means we're not the same. And again, that makes the world a whole lot better. So let go of the thought that, oh my gosh, well, this person thinks this, and well, they're just wrong. A lot of the time, that thinking comes from the fact that we think, well, if they're right, I must be wrong. No, that's not how it works. Sometimes we just have different opinions. I can still love you and think different from you, and that's fine. Number two, just because someone invites you to an argument doesn't mean you have to accept the invitation. So this sometimes comes in the form of comments or replies to posts that you might make. I made a post a while back, and it was just a very benign, non-political, non-anything kind of post. I try not to create too much drama. And someone came back with a rather tart response. And at first I thought, I have no idea why they would even say that. I'm not sure how that's even related, but okay. So when that happens, you have several options. One of the number one options I take is to choose to love no matter what. So if it's someone that has responded something kind of harsh, you can simply just say, I love you. I hope you're having a great day. Who knows what that person's going through right then? Maybe when they read your post, they misread it and they thought it was targeted at them. Or maybe it was a previous post or something that you have going on, and maybe they think that somehow you've slighted them somehow. Maybe it has nothing to do with you. Maybe they're just really having a really rough day and they just needed a place to lash out. Online sometimes can be a very convenient and easy place to lash out. Now, others of you might say, well, you're just letting people walk all over you. So, it's not really hurting me. If it's not hurting me, it's no big deal. I can tell someone I love them. What would hurt me more is if I started to engage. If I started arguing back and saying, why in the heck would you say that? Because then I'm investing my time and my energy into a no-win situation. Now, I said there were several different options if someone engages you in drama online. It depends on how tough that situation is. If you're online and you're constantly reading their posts and their posts are really just making you crazy, you can unfriend, okay? You could just take a snooze. You can snooze somebody for 30 days. Okay, you can take a little break from them. That's okay. And, or you could just unfollow and then just periodically look at their page to make sure they're doing okay. Nothing says you have to see their posts every day. If it's giving you difficulty with keeping peace in your heart, it's okay not to again, engage and be invited into the drama, or inviting yourself. That's kind of like walking into someone's home and they're having an argument. You don't need to go inside that house. If a husband and wife are inside yelling at each other, I'm not going to walk in the door. So if someone's going on and on Facebook, nothing says I have to walk through that door. Nothing says I have to read that post. Now, can it get to the point where that person is posting things that you really find very inappropriate? Yes. And I've only had that happen once or twice, where I felt someone was really being racist, or really just going there. And that was just a case where I finally did unfriend them. Again, it comes down to you. You don't have to argue. You don't have to become involved in the drama, mama. You choose whether you do that or not. You choose whether you engage. Even if you've tripped into it, even if you did respond and you thought your response was totally innocent, and then they start to spin it, nothing says you have to keep engaging. And sometimes people will say, well, then I must be right because you're not saying anything. Let them think that. What's it really going to hurt you? What will hurt is if you engage and allow yourself to be tied up in knots over something that's just not worth it. We were all created to be unique and have our own opinions. I wouldn't want to live in a world where everybody thought like me. I'm kind of weird. I'm just saying. That would be a crazy world. I need a world full of people who are serious thinkers and goofy like me, and people who see things from a different perspective. And here's the other thing. Just because you don't agree with someone doesn't mean you're right either. Sometimes when you look at a post, for example, I posted something and someone responded to it in a way that I didn't intend. Now, instead of saying, oh gosh, I didn't intend it that way, I looked at their response and I thought, gee, you could take it that way. And so what I said was, you know what? It never occurred to me it could be taken that way. I think I'll take this post down. Thank you for giving me your feedback. I didn't engage in an argument. I simply accepted that sometimes somebody else can be right. Sometimes we're not the only one whose opinion matters. You guys, I like to spend time on social media, but not if it's going to hurt my heart or put me in a non-peaceful place. I hope this video gives you just a little bit of encouragement. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.
If you like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend.